Well, not everyone has family to share the holidays with. Oklahoma has one of the highest youth homeless rates in the nation. It's a troubling fact that a group in Norman is trying to fix. Joining me now with that story is our Courtney May.
Well, Rob, like you said, not everyone has someone to spend the holiday season with or somewhere to spend it. But one of the greatest things about this time of year is the gift of giving. People take the opportunity to sponsor families, or they take the time to just make someone's holiday season more memorable than it would have been otherwise. And that's exactly what Bridges in Norman does, except for they're doing it year-round.
Nearly 1 in 19 Oklahoma kids are homeless. Yet a common misconception about the homeless population is that they are all living on the streets, which is not the case. Deborah Crittenbrink is the director of Bridges in Norman, a program that is giving these homeless youth a second chance.
They're often kind of a hidden population. They're couch surfing, they're staying with friends. Some of them are on the streets, not all of them, and so it's a very elusive population to find.
Now, we are unable to show any of the current children in the Bridges program because some of their lives could be in danger. But these children go through a selection process to be placed in an apartment where they live on their own. They are required to maintain a job, pay a sliding scale rent, and attend school.
Right now, most of the students are here for two reasons. Either they were kicked out when they turned 18 for lack of room, lack of resources on their parents' part, or their parents themselves are homeless and they chose to put their kids in a better space.
Dylan Dawson is a Bridges graduate and credits his life success to the program.
I was wandering around. I didn't necessarily have a stationary single place to stay. Things were very unstable for me. Planning from day to day or into any kind of longer term plans was a very difficult thing for me to do. I was spotty in terms of being able to keep up my health and going to the dentist or the doctor, things to that extent. And Bridges really gave me the stability that I needed.
Dawson says Bridges prepared him for living on his own in college.
What surprised me was how much more prepared I was for some of those small things that you might not necessarily think about than many of my peers. You'll be surprised how many people didn't know how to do laundry or cook for themselves or anything like that, or simply just being able to live on their own.
Yet Dawson says the number one thing Bridges does for homeless youth is allow them to believe in themselves, which is something some have never done before.
I think the main problem whenever you get into bad circumstances such as homelessness is imprisoning yourself mentally, putting your own boundaries on yourself and what you can do. At the point where someone believes that they are incapable of being able to aspire to something greater, they're never going to. And that's part of the importance of Bridges, is giving us a platform to be able to believe in ourselves again.
So Courtney, what qualifies a young person to get into this program?
Well, this program is for students in the Norman School District who are facing homelessness, and their ages anywhere from 14 to 21, and they have to go through an interview process in order to be selected into the program, and then this program offers them a stable living condition and also just a support system around them.
Yeah, well, it certainly does help you appreciate friends and family this time of year. Have a happy holiday.
You too, Rob.